And welcome everybody, welcome to Creative Live and welcome to T-shirt quilting, warm up your life story with Diane Gilleland. I'm John Kennedy O'Connor and together with my wonderful co-host Kenna Klosterman, we're going to be your host today for what is day 2 of this 2-day course, which sadly means we're going to be coming to an end on this particular course today. But if you haven't been with us so far, you've really missed some wonderful stuff. Yesterday, Diane was showing us how to take our T-shirts, how to cut them into blocks, how to design your quilt, and then today we're going to start learning how to put it all together, and hopefully by the end of today we're going to have some wonderful quilts. Now, we'd love to see your examples. We know from the chat rooms yesterday that you've been following along and doing some really wonderful work. So jump into the galleries, share your work, click that I made it and the upload button, and we'd love to see your work as well. Also jump into the chat rooms and let us know that, where you're joining us from in the world today. We always have a global audience. We have people all over the world yesterday, and it's really great to have you with us. And we'd love to give you a shout out on the show. Plus, of course, we'd love to have your questions. We'd love to have your comments. We also have our wonderful students who were here with us yesterday. Nina and Kelly and Holly and Jane, welcome back to all of you. Now, you were at different stages of your sewing path, as it were, yesterday. Nina and Kelly, you were kind of newbies at this, but you had some great fun, I think. It's really,
yes.
Really,
Yes.
Really pleased to have you here, and welcome back today as
you.
well. Holly's actually a little bit more advanced, and she's actually been showing us some of the work that she's done. We're going to take a look at that later on. And Jane is actually making a quilt out of San Francisco Giants T-shirts. So welcome back to all of you. And if you'd like to be in the studio at any point as a student, you just go to our website, check out the calendar, and then go to creativelive.com/front-row. And who knows, maybe we'll see you here in the studio at some point. So this is T-shirt quilting, warm up your life story with Diane Gilleland. Very, very welcome back. Now, Diane's a first-time instructor here with Creative Live, but she's a craft designer, a writer, and a teacher who's based in Portland, Oregon. She focused primarily on quilting techniques and plastic canvas, but she's never met a craft she didn't love. Diane's the author of Kanzashi in Bloom, and she's the co-author of Quilting Happiness. And she actually has a 3rd book coming out in 2015. Diane's work has appeared everywhere, in craft books, magazines, websites, and she's been teaching both live and online now for 8 years. And one of Diane's missions in life is to get people, especially those who think they aren't creative, like me, to be making things. I'm really thrilled to welcome back to Creative Live, Diane Gilleland.
Good to see you again.
Good to have you back, Diane.
You are creative. Everybody's creative. You should never say that about yourself. Okay.
One of my challenges as a kid was I could never draw and I could never paint, but I did find other things to do. So they sort of sat me in the corner with clay, and I was actually quite good at that. And I did tell you yesterday, and this is true, I did make a pair of jeans when I was at school.
That's right.
The trouble is I made them too small. So I ended up at school, and I think my brother wore them actually, my younger brother.
That's so impressive.
Somebody got some use of them. Now, this has been a really wonderful course so far. The quilts have been absolutely beautiful. And I know you've really been encouraging our students, but what other crafts are you actually involved in? Because I know, as you say, you've never met a craft you don't like.
That's true. Well, I just completed a very long sojourn of something called English paper piecing, which is a quilting and patchwork technique that's all hand sewn. And it's all very small shaped pieces of fabric that you wrap around little paper templates, and then you hand stitch them together. It's very labor intensive, but it's also why Netflix was invented. And I had a lovely year where I literally was my job to sit and hand sew and watch Mad Men. So that was fantastic. And then the Kanzashi is another thing I do a lot, which is a sort of my adaptation of a Japanese fabric flower process. So if you've ever seen a geisha and they wear those elaborate floral headdresses, those little flowers are kanzashi. But in Japan, they're made with silk and they're very detailed and elegant, and mine are a little more sturdy, and you can use them in quilting and crafting applications.
They sound beautiful. Well, are they available on your website?
Yes, you can find everything on my website, craftypod.com, get to all my books, get to all my other online homes, get yourself the worksheet for this class, and you can even get an excerpt from my 2nd book, Quilting Happiness, over there as well.
Fantastic. If you'd like to join us on social media, Diane's Twitter handle is CraftyPod, and that's the same on Instagram as well.
That's true, and on YouTube.
Fantastic.